Well, watching the video yesterday, you know, the defensive video is bad. You know, as a staff, we have to do a better job of putting our players in position to make plays. As players, we have to execute the call, make sure that we trust our teammates to do their job, and I do my job. And then everybody needs to run full speed to the ball, and we need to tackle better. We were out of position a number of times. Probably our worst performance by our safeties that we've had all year. And those guys have done a good job for us most of the year. But it's real disappointing. It's something that I didn't anticipate would happen in that game. And certainly we've got to have a good week of practice and work hard at it. See, you know, offensively, I feel like we really made some improvements. You know, we did a better job of running the football. We did a better job blocking the front to run the football. And our receivers got in good positions. Hassan and Trey, I thought, did a good job of breaking tackles and running with the ball. You know, Puma delivered the ball, made good decisions. He's doing a better job of seeing defenses. He has to understand, you know, where the pressure comes a couple plays. And, you know, there's a couple balls that look like they're really poorly thrown, really errant, high balls. But a couple of those where he had push right into his face. And so we have to be more firm on the front. And our tackles have to not give up so much room so he gets pushed right into his face. And but I did feel like he competed hard and did some really good things. You know, we're just not consistent enough to go score every time we have the ball, and that's something that, you know, when you get in a game where you're not able to stop them offensively, you got to be able to match every series, and we just aren't consistent enough being able to do that. You know, and then the one that really hurt us was the fumble return for a touchdown. You know, that was trying to make a big play, and looked like we had it there. You got to take your hat off to their safety. He came through 2 blocks and made a great tackle. So, but that really hurt. That hurt the score and being able to get back in it and where we needed to be. Play a really good football team this Saturday. You know, we put the video on Clemson. They're as good a defense as there is out there. Defensive front, linebackers are big and physical and fast. A lot of the same guys we played against, you know, for the last couple of years, so we do know them real well. And then in the secondary, you know, they've got good corners and their safeties that can both play the run and play man coverage, so that's always a good challenge for you. And then offensively, you know, I think their quarterback is doing a really nice job for them. You know, they've had some games where they've relied on the run. And their offensive line is blocking the front, and their running backs are fast. And then last week they came out and threw the ball, and he can really zip it. He can spin the ball. He's got a really good wrist, and you know, can get the ball down the field to some of his targets. So it's a great challenge for us. We've got to just get back on the practice field and work to get better.
Week against Clemson on the road.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good football team. You know, they've been a good football team since we've been in the conference with them. So, but I don't know anything about any lines. But I know when you put the video on and you watch them play, it's a great challenge.
What message can you give your team to give them a belief that they can win on Saturday? Well,
what you have to do is go out and practice hard, and you know, do everything you can to get in the game, and you know, try to get it into the fourth quarter. That's what you have to be able to do, is try to get it into the fourth quarter. You know, there have been games in the past that teams have went in there and beat them. So you have to rely on the fact that we're going to just give our best effort, play as hard as we possibly can.
Bobby, as you've watched, as they have.
I mean, every game is a little bit different. We are very young. There's no question about that, and very inexperienced on defense. You know, I think offensively it took us a little longer to get started than I thought it would. And we just haven't been able to match people when they've scored, and we haven't been able to outscore them. So the Boston College game, I felt like our defense played good for 3 quarters, and offensively we struggled in that game, and physically, you know, got beat up on the front. So it's kind of been something that, you know, each week has been a little bit different. That's kind of what happens when you're not a good football team. Right now we're not a good football team.
Are you confident that you're the one that can fix those issues?
Yeah, I believe in myself. I believe in, you know, what I've been able to do as a coach. You know, we'll grow and we'll get better. I mean,
address that?
that's what you do, is you go on the practice field and work to get better. The biggest message that you have for your team is that you have to be able to stay together, and stay positive, and not let this affect you, not let defeat affect you. And understand that, you have to overcome obstacles in life, you have to overcome setbacks, and that there's no quick fixes, there's no magic wand that you can put out there. There's no one in that locker room that wants to be 2-6, I can tell you that. And unfortunately, that we're not a good enough football team right now that where we thought we would be and what we want to do.
Can you clarify when you found